What is up, hipsters? I have nothing better to do, so I'm just gonna go through my record collection and review them all. If you don't know me, you probably should know that I get pretty vulgar. So let's start with the record collection. This first album, I really have it in no particular order. It kind of is a particular order, but it's just kind of what I listened to last. This album is great. My favorite song on it would either have to be Break On Through to the Other Side or Soul Kitchen. Pretty basic. The End's also a great song. Would rate it about a 7 out of 10. Could be better. If I'm boring, it's because I'm tired. This is another great album. This is actually the last one I listened to. I don't know why this one was first. It's a fold out. I really like that picture inside. Fun fact: they were actually supposed to make a movie based on this album, and it never came out. I would have to say my favorite song is either where is it? Either Dark Light or Mr. Blackwell. Two great songs. Then we've got Too Fast for Love by Motley Crue. That is this album, in my opinion, is better than a good nut. My favorite song would either. Oh, not either. My favorite song on this album is Take Me to the Top. Great song. 10 out of 10. Oh, I didn't rate this one. This is also a 10 out of 10 in my book. This album is really interesting. I found it at I think it was a thrift shop. I really liked how the artwork looked on it, and I've never heard of this guy before, and I really liked how this looked. And it turns out that it's really cool. It's like jazz funk. My favorite song is the first one, actually. It's really groovy. The other songs on it kind of lack, so I'd give it a 6 out of 10. I mainly listened to this album for the first song. Then we've got Kiss Killers. This album is great. It's really not an album, more of a best of, and happens to have what is it? 4 new songs. The new songs on it are really good and what make the album. And then they picked other really good songs. My favorite song is going to be crap, that's hard. I'm a Legend Tonight or Partners in Crime. 2 great songs. I'd rate this one a 10 out of 10 just because the new songs are really good on it, and I really like this album. And then we've got Danger Days by My Chemical Romance. This one's also a gatefold. I really like the stylistics here and the artwork. This is really cool. I also will be showing if I like what the vinyl looks like. I really like how this looks, where they've got their spider. It really does. I feel like it sets the mood of the album on vinyl better, because that's how it kind of starts. Even when you listen to it on digital, it still it sounds like you're starting it on vinyl. Let me just get that back in there. My favorite song on this album is really hard to pick. It's either Destroya or where is it? Vampire Money. 2 heavy songs, great songs, and this album is amazing. 10 out of 10. And then we've got 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. If you're gonna notice, I'm pretty sure I'm going through their discography backwards, except for I don't know why I didn't listen to Black Parade when I was listening to everything else. Um, this album is great. My favorite song is either "I'm Not Okay" is what got me into My Chemical Romance, so that's like that's like my favorite song. But like favorite song for like how good it is, it would probably be "Hang 'Em High." I'd rate this album a 10 out of 10. And then we've got this album is fucking amazing. This album is the fucking best I've ever listened to. This is honestly one of my favorite albums right now. Forgot. Oh yeah, this vinyl looks cool too. It's got like the hanging guy on the cover. I fucking love this album, and it came with the card. It's got the song lyrics on it and like banks from like the band. I really love this album. I'm gonna put you down real quick. Oh, I forgot to show the one for Three Cheers. That's also got and Danger Days. I didn't do that. After I show this, I'll talk about my favorite song on. I gave you my bullet to this. So you've got black on this, red on this side, and you've got and you have the white on this side. I really like that. Oh, I'm already at 7 minutes. And this is the card it came with. It's got like the story of the album and pictures of the band. And on the back, it's got the lyrics to the songs. I'll put this back. Okay. Now back to I Brought You My Bullets. My favorite song, holy shit, my favorite song in general right now is Head First for Halos. Great song. Great song. Fun to play on drums. Then we have Helpless Strangers by the Rankinators. I don't know how to say their name. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to that. This is a recent pickup. I actually really like this album cover. I really get disoriented by it a lot. But when I'm trying to like take out the album. This one also came with a card, and so this is what the vinyl looks like. It's just your normal vinyl. It's nothing special. It's just black, and then it came with the card, which again, I really like the styling on this album. It's got the lyrics, and then some information about the album. I really like Jack White as a songwriter. He really like does a lot of like really good like blues rock. He really like has his own cool style. Ah, yes. We can get None More Black. This is also a full gatefold. This has got other albums Spinal Tap has done. My favorite song on... Oh, I forgot to give my favorite song on this album. My favorite song on this album would have to be... Hey Jip. Hey Jip is a really good song, but... Ooh, I don't know. Crap. It's a plunder. I don't know what I just said. Yeah, what's yours is mine is my favorite. I had to think about that crap. Um, on this album, hmm, Big Bottom's a great song. In all, I'd rate this album. This album's a 10 out of 10. I forgot to do that. This album, I'd give a 8 out of 10. Could be better. Um, love this album, but it could be better. This album, I'd rate an 8 out of 11. Those of you not know this album will get it. And then we've got this. My favorite. This is one of my favorite thrash albums. Um, this is the guys from Anthrax, and then yeah, it's the drummer and the guitarist from Anthrax, Scott Ian and Charlie Benante. So I replaced the inner sleeve, but the inner sleeve on this one was like really cool because it's got the lyrics and then pictures and information of the band. Um, this is what the record looks like since I already have it out. There was nothing special about the Spinal Tap one. Gonna put this back in and put that down. I really like this album. My favorite. I'll talk about my favorite song after I pick that thing back up. Crap. Sorry. I should cut this part out. I don't know if I will. I don't feel like editing. Okay. Here. My favorite song on the album is Anti-Procrastination song is really funny. Fuck the Middle East is really funny. But the best song would have to be either Milk, Freddy Krueger. Milk. Milk is the best song. Freddy Krueger comes like second. Okay. And then we've got, in my personal opinion, one of the best Kiss albums, Carnival of Souls. Nothing special about this. It didn't come with any card or anything. When you look at the back, it's got a picture of the band, but so does the front. I really think that looks cool. It's a nice studio picture. Sorry for the shaky cam. My favorite song would have to be either In My Head or I Walk Alone. Yeah, In My Head or I Walk Alone. Two great songs. This is pretty grungy. This is kind of like Kiss's response to grunge. It's a great album. It's one of the better albums, also one of the better albums out of like a lot of the 70 bands trying to go grunge. Or basically every band trying to go grunge. This is another great album. I'd rate this one a 10 out of 10. This is another great album. Rush's 2112. I really can't name a favorite song because it's 2112. There's nothing special about this vinyl. Funny thing is I found this in a thrift shop, and all I saw was the back, and I said, "Oh, who are these idiots?" And then I turn it around and be like, "Oh shit." And we've got Beatles rarities. This has a lot of like singles and stuff like that. That like some stuff that never got released. Oh, yeah, I really love this picture. Um, hmm. This is kind of like, um, if I, again, I can't pick his favorite song because, like, all of these are repeats and I'm probably going to talk about again. So I'm just going to put that there. But this is really good if I want, like, to listen, like, to a compilation of, like, Beatles songs on vinyl and not, like, one specific album. I really like that for that, so I give it, like, a 7 out of 10. Because it's great songs, great order. Um, then I have the single 7-inch, 7 inches of Satanic Panic by Ghost. This has this has the two songs on it, which are Kiss the Go-Goat and Mariana Cross. In my opinion, Kiss the Go-Goat is better, but these are both great songs. Um, it sounds very 60s inspired, a little bit of 70s in there. It's groovy. Both songs are. I'd rate this album like single about like maybe a 8 out of 10. Yeah, it's really I really like this. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Um, and then we have Ghost Prequel. Forgot this one doesn't open, but I got like one of the special editions. So this is what the inner sleeve looks like. I really like this picture. This is a really fucking badass picture in my opinion. Um this is the colored one. So this is what the vinyl looks like. This is what the vinyl looks like. I really think it looks cool. This album is really good. One of my favorites, right? Oh, this is also another one of my favorites. It gets really heavy and then also really melodic. And then there's like some stuff like I really wasn't expecting to be on this album that like really is like really cool and like on like first listen like caught me off guard. There's I'm just gonna say it, there's saxophone in this album. And like that really caught me off guard. And then so I'm gonna put that back and I have the 7-inch that came with the album. So this is the 7-inch. It has two covers. I forgot what the second one was, but the first one is It's a Sin. It's a Sin, and then the back is I forgot. I don't know how to say that. They're both really good songs. When it comes to this, it's really good songs. The It's a Sin really works. I'd rate my favorite song on the album is probably that's hard. Faith is a really heavy song. I think I'm gonna have to go with Faith for just because of how heavy it is. And then I have My Chemical Romance's The Black Parade. I got this at Zia Records. I'm looking at my phone. So this is what it looks like inside the gatefold. So there's nothing too special about the vinyl, except for side D side D. I'm gonna put that down. I don't know how easy that is to see on the camera, but it's got the artwork from the album on the back, and I really like that. It really works. I'm gonna put this back. Otherwise, there's really nothing too special about the vinyl. It's not the vinyl itself. This album is really good. I really didn't get into like My Chemical Romance until like there later, until like right after Danger Days came out. Oh yeah. Also, when you unfold this, it creates a full picture. That's also really cool. So I'm gonna fold that back up, and then my favorite song on this album. Here's the full. Here's this, the card. My favorite song on this album would have to either be Teenagers or House of Wolves. Two groovy songs. Why did I do that? I want to edit this, but I also know I'm going to be too lazy to. I'm going to put that down real quick so I can do this. I'd give this album... So I gave the other My Chemical Romance albums a 10 out of 10. This album is really good. I don't believe, in my opinion, it's not their definitive album, but it is a great album, but it's not their definitive album. I really think that the Three Cheers is their definitive album because it's kind of what gave them their sound, their iconic sound, or where they got their. It's like what everyone thinks of, with sound wise, but Black Parade is what everyone thinks of, when you say My Chemical Romance. I don't know if that made any sense of how I said it. Okay. This is also a really good album. This is another 10 out of 10. My whole thing is I only buy albums if it's 10 out of 10. I believe this is the copy I got. My dad also gave me his copy, and yeah, my dad also gave me his copy, and that was the first album I ever got. So let's pull out this vinyl. So this is the back of the sleeve. It looks really cool. It's got lyrics. And then on this side, you've got a picture of the band on there, and then they've got some brain on a plate because they're all gonna get a piece of mind. Ha ha. I'm gonna put this back, put you down. Oh, I forgot about that. This is the copy my dad gave me because it's got the Flight of Icarus single. This single's great. This is also my favorite song on the album, and then the B-side of it is I've Got the Fire, which is also a really good song. I'm not sure if that's a cover or not. I haven't looked too much into that. The single on this one's really cool. I'm gonna pull that out. I really like how it does the middle thing. I don't have a lot of those that do that. I'm gonna go put this back. Okay, so this is funny. One of my cousins was in a rap group called Union Turnpike, and this is the one that the studios would give out for radio stations and all of that. Where the back B-sides got their instrumental version of the song, and the A side has the actual song. The song's pretty good. I'm not too much into rap, but I really like the song. This was just in my dad's vinyl collection also. My dad gave me all his vinyl collection. I really like this one. And then I've got Lick It Up by Kiss. This is a great album. Nothing special about the vinyl on it. I really don't. My favorite song on the album would have to be Fits Like a Glove. Great song. It's a great song I can rock out to every time. You know the lyrics, front to back. I'm going to put this there. I'm going to give that one a 10 out of 10. I only really buy myself albums at like rate out of 10 out of 10. Speaking of that, I only get them if it's like an 8, like a 7 and up. But I really mainly only listen to the 10 out of 10s. Then I've got Steal This Album by System of a Down. I really like the inner sleeves on this one. I'm going to put this down to take them out. And this one also has a card. Okay. Oops. This speaks for itself. And then you've got the back of this, which has some notes on it. And then you've got this, which also speaks for itself. And this is a really cool design. And then you've got the card. I'm just going to do it like this. My favorite song on the album is either Chicken Stew or ADD, which is a great song. Mr. Jack is great. Fuck the System is great. Ego Brain. This song is banger straight to back. This is one I can listen to straight through without being oh, I hate this song. I'm gonna put these back. I'd give this album a 12 out of 10. I fucking love this album. And I think one of the first albums I actually bought for myself. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm going to present these two together because they kind of go together. I have the Red Album and the Blue Album by the Beatles. It just kind of goes to the best of through each I'm forgetting the word version of the Beatles. So you've got their Mop Top, really good songs. I really like these. This is where I kind of wanted to talk about my favorite song, because it's basically got a lot of the same songs as Rarities. The only thing I think this has that Rarities doesn't is the German version of I Want to Hold Your Hand. It's hard. I really can't pick a favorite song. I really have to go with Eleanor Rigby. That's a really good song. Or I can't. Norwegian was my favorite song. Okay, yeah, my Norwegian's Wood is my favorite song on this album. Nothing special about the vinyl except for that it's red and it has the lyrics on it. I'm only gonna really show those if I think it looks cool now. I'm gonna start a new pile. And then you've got the Blue Album. On this one, I really like Strawberry Fields Forever is really good. A Day in the Life's really good. But I'd really have to pick. Revolution is my favorite. It's a really good song and has a good political meaning behind it. And then we've got All Hope Is Gone by Slipknot, the anniversary edition. This came with a DVD of like them playing live at Madison Square Garden. I believe, yeah, it was Madison Square Garden. I don't know if I have it in here. Here, these have 2 inner sleeves, and the pictures on it are like really cool. There was like really nothing too special about the vinyl except for that it's got the notogram on it. This is what the gatefold looks like. I think this looks really cool. I don't know if I have the DVD in here still. I'm gonna put this down so I can check. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I should, but I don't. Is it in this? Oh, yes it is. This is the CD for them playing live at Madison Square Garden. Nothing too special about it. This is what it came in. I thought it was going to come in like a cool case or something. That's really just how it came in this. I'm going to put that back. I really like this album. I think it's all great straight to back. Not a lot of Slipknot fans seem to think so. Snuff is a great song. I really think that would have to be like maybe one of my favorite songs on the album because like it really. There were hints at like them doing a song like that on like Volume 3, but this is really like where it like shows that they were. This is like kind of like the song that like really like made me like get into them and like showed that they weren't just like all heavy. What's next? Oh, yes. They have Monty Python's Meaning of Life. This is really funny. It's really just the movie in vinyl form. Nothing nothing else. It's literally just the movie in vinyl form. Nothing special about it. Yeah, it doesn't have like anything special with it. It's just the movie in a vinyl form. Now we're kind of getting into the stuff where like I can't speak too much on because I don't listen to it much. This is Accept. I really haven't listened to this much, so I can't speak on it. From what I've listened, it's really good. I'd give it. Oh, I forgot to rate Meaning of Life. That's a 10 out of 10 because the movie's a 10 out of 10, and I just find it funny that they just put the movie in a record. And also, you have to do this when you want to look at the back. And they also made it so it opens like this. So you have like a high chance of your vinyl record falling out when you flip it. I found that really funny too. I really don't know much about this, but I really think it's a great album. From what I've heard, it's a really good album. I can't speak too much on it. Nothing from what I know of. There's nothing special about the vinyl. I believe this is one of my dad's also. Oh, about 90% of this is my dad's. This is a really good album. I really like Rat. Nothing special about the album. Yes, the 80s. Um, where is it? My favorite song would have to be Rounder and Hound is a great song. I'm gonna have to go with that. Unless I'm thinking of a different album that had a song that I like. Oops. And then we've got Rodney Dangerfield. I can't speak too much on this. I really haven't listened to this. I listened to it like once and then like a couple of weeks ago and then never listened to it again. I really can't speak on this. Didn't come with anything special. This, and again, we've got another Kiss Best Of. This is basically like the I'm forgetting the name. Oh yeah, this is my this is a picture disc. Ooh, this is not good. I 100% forgot about it being a picture disc because I don't know if that says anything, but yeah. So they kind of did the same thing again that they did with Killers, where they released 2 new songs with the album. With like 4 new songs with it, 1 on each side. I believe that's right. I might be 100% wrong. 1 on each side. 2 on each side. Yeah. Where's this? A lot of these album songs are like the 80s version, like 80s songs. Here we are. So we've got I was wrong. We've only got the 2 new songs. Again with this is I kind of feel bad for this one because like not a lot of 80s, like the later 80s Kiss wasn't the best. So you've got, but like they were hits or hits to Kiss's standards, so they put it in the best of, the newer best of. I really don't want to get this video deleted, so I'm not going to touch on that one. Yeah. And we've got Robert Plant. I've listened to this once. Pretty good. 5 out of 10. Can't speak too much on it. Don't want to. Because we're already at the 40-minute mark, and I want to make an entertaining video and not a stupid video, which is already a stupid video. Then we've got the Doors album, Waiting for the Sun. This is a gatefold. And then it's got Celebration to the Lizard, which was written by Jim Morrison. Interesting. My favorite song is either Love Street or Spanish Tavern. I'm gonna have to go with Love Street. Song's pretty good. Album's like really good. Give it a 10 out of 10. I don't want to touch on this one. Okay, here we go. This album fucking rocks. Here's the set list. Here we've got very 80s. My favorite song is either I Wanna Be Somebody or where is it? Yeah, my favorite song is I Wanna Be Somebody. I was thinking of a different Wasp song, I guess. Nothing too special about this. About like the vinyl version itself, I like the album. And we've got Journey. I'm really not a fan of this album. This is either I believe this is my dad's. Not too big of a fan of this album, Frontiers. Not too big a fan of this album. I believe it was overhyped. I don't want to touch too much more on that. I really haven't listened to this album. Yeah, I actually have never listened to this album. I don't know why it's lower on there. I could probably just do it back on when I was looking at everything. Okay. No, leave that there. And then we've got this. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't give a shit. Scorpions. This is a good album. My favorite song is Rock You Like a Hurricane. I kind of grew up listening to that one. What's the other song I like? Yeah, I'll just go with Rock You Like a Hurricane because that's a really good song and I grew up listening to that. Vinnie Vincent's Invasion. You know, not too big a fan of Vinnie Vincent's solo work. He has some good songs, but like when it comes down to it, they're really not that good. Ooh, fuck, that. But I do have I believe this is a single for Vinnie Vincent on really cheap pink vinyl. Pretty sure my dad got this for free. The vinyl for free. At least that's what it says on the 7-inch thing. Sleeve. Do not buy this record. It's free. I should really be doing this when I'm not tired, but I have nothing better to do. And then we've got Machine Rock. This is kind of like the stuff you'd hear in a jukebox. I actually like this album. It's got Tequila, great song. Wipeout. Wipeout's also a great song. This is kind of like stuff you'd hear in a jukebox. I really like this. This looks really cool. You know, if I want like to listen to a playlist but on vinyl, I'd pick this. Ooh. I don't know why I haven't listened to this in a while, but this is a fucking great album. Nothing too special about the vinyl itself. Actually, never mind. I'm wrong. These sleeves are pretty cool. I really like the sleeve. Really badass picture of Iron Maiden in front of a mummy. And then you've got the back, which is really cool. I really like that. It's just got information about the album and the songs with the lyrics. And I've also got I Wanna Be Somebody stuck in my head. Oh, I wanna be somebody. Oh, crap. This is also a really good album. I should listen to more, but I really don't. This is a Gatefold. I find it cool. I Nothing too special about this. Yeah, nothing too special. If you haven't heard Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley's cover of Venus and Mars, it's a really good one. This is also a great album I should be listening to more, but I really only listen to digitally. I don't know why. Here we've got a picture of the band. And then we've got... Here we go. Medusa's a great song. My favorite song on this album is either Madhouse or Medusa. Two great songs. Yeah. And then we've got another great album that I love and should be listening to more than I do. We've got Black Sabbath's Paranoid. When you open this up, you've got a cool picture of the band, what side A is, side B, some information. Nothing too special about the album. Then we got Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Great album. Metallica's first album. Really like this album. Really cool picture. Nothing too special. I'm gonna put this there. Kind of gave up with the rating system, to be honest. This is also a fucking great album I should listen to more, but I really only been listening to digitally. I really like this album, like on this how it sounds on vinyl. Just got the Casablanca picture on the sleeve. Put that there. This album's actually surprisingly good. It's a musical story. It's based on the musical. I really like it. It has some good songs on it. Great singing. This is what the inside looks like. I'm gonna put that there. And then this is another album I should be listening to more, but I don't know why I'm not. And I've just chosen to listen to it digitally. Is the White Album by the Beatles. See, you've got a picture of these nice young lads. My favorite song would have to be Revolution Number 9. Nothing too special about the vinyl itself. Then we've got another album I should be listening to more. Jesus Christ, how many albums do I have? I have a lot. That I should be listening to more. Let's see. This is a great album. Where's the sleeve for it? That's weird. I'm gonna have to put that in the sleeve. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's like dusty as hell. That's weird. Where's my sleeves? I'm just gonna leave that to the side until I find my sleeves. We've got another album I should be listening to more. Metallica's Masters of Puppets. This is a great album, front to back. My favorite song is going to have to be A Thing That Should Not Be. Great song. Boom. R.I.P. Cliff. There's another album I've actually not listened to yet. I don't Um, great out. I don't know. I don't know why I almost said great album. This is The Gatefold. I should listen to this album. I haven't yet. I'll just leave that to the side so I can listen to that later. Rising Force. I actually don't know anything about this album. I don't know why I have it, to be honest. Oh yeah, because this is my dad's collection. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I had it. I know why I had it. I just haven't listened to it yet. In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. I should be listening to that more too. This has got some Flood Damage. Story for Another Time. Nothing too important. Nothing too cool about the vinyl. This is the only Judas Priest album I have not listened to yet. I really should. I'm gonna put that to the side also. I haven't even listened to it digitally. Another album I actually haven't listened to. Gee, weird. I usually put those at the top. Can't speak too much. This is The Gatefold. I'm gonna put that there. We've got Woodstock 2. I'm not gonna show that. I think I just showed it. What the inside looks like. Hippies. This is kind of what they didn't have on the Woodstock, on the first Woodstock. Here we've got War, which is actually a really good album. This album I really listen to in all. I really don't have a favorite song. I just like it. I'm gonna put that there. I haven't listened to that album yet. Here. Really don't listen to this because I'd rather listen to like the actual albums, but this is actually really good. I really like how shiny it is too. Nothing too special about the vinyl. Is it closing? There we go. All I gotta say is, damn, the Beatles be really hitting different. The Beatles really do be hitting different. Oh, it's on colored vinyl too. I forgot about it. Is it? Yeah. Oh no, it's just really dusty. I'm wrong. I don't know why it's so dusty, but damn, that's really dusty. That's like... All I gotta say is, damn, when did Kiss get a girl singer? Or a female singer? All jokes aside, this is really good, heavy, got a lot of songs that are really good. My favorite song is Thief in the Night, great song. This is their Wendy Williams version is better than Kiss's. No one can change my mind on that. And then we've got Led Zeppelin 2. Great album. Record not in great condition. just really old. Yeah, this is what the gatefold looks like. I'm gonna put that there. And then you've got a rock opera of the centuries. And by that, I mean I'm joking. I'm tired, so I'm probably not making too much sense. Ariagato, Mr. Roboto. And then this is my cousin's rep group again. I've already spoken on that. And then you've got the Mighty Deep Purple. Great album. This is another album where it's like I really don't like have a favorite song. I just like listening to the album front to back. There's not like one specific song I listen to it for, where there's a couple of other albums where I do. Ooh, another album I should be really listening to more. I don't know, I'm not. We've got Kiss's first album, the self-titled. The back, you just got their logo, some information. Nothing too important inside, just like Castle Link had. I've really not listened to this album before. I'm gonna just put that there. Really haven't listened to this album either. Yes, this is a Christian metal band. This is funny as hell. I haven't listened to the album, but I've heard about it. This is a Christian metal band where they can rock too because they're Christian. Yeah, we were hip with the kids. Hippity hop. Yeah. And like, I don't blame them. Just trying to get the Lord's name. Lord's name across. I don't know. Okay, so they say these people look like chicks, but this dude legitimately looks like a chick. I don't 100% agree with the, yeah, they look like chicks, but yeah, that guy definitely looked like a chick. You've got AC/DC for those about to rock. I really haven't listened to this album too much. It's a good one. Just haven't listened to it enough to like speak on how good I think it is. I'm still deciding. I'm not too big into AC/DC, but I like their music. My favorite song is probably gonna have to be For Those About to Rock. And then you've got Theater of Pain by Motley Crue. Motley Crue's first 3 albums are the only, like, is their peak. I don't know if this is saying anything, but nothing important about the vinyl itself, but I want to show you the sleeve. Oh, that is part of it. Here we go. I really like that picture of the band. It's really badass. I'm gonna put this down so I can. I really grew up listening to this album. Like, yeah, I really did grow up listening to this album. Well, I did listen to this album a lot. I listened to this on iTunes. Now I'm an Android homie. My favorite song is Louder Than Hell. Yep, Louder Than Hell. Great song. This is another one I really can't speak on. Actually hasn't been opened yet either, I think. Yeah. Really can't speak too much on this one. I really don't know what it is. Then we've got The Doors, Absolutely Live. Really cool picture. Sorry. Down. This album I have heard and say I like it. This is another one where I listen to it all the way through instead of listening to it and having a favorite song, because I like all of the songs equally. Oops. Okay, and then we have Dio, Holy Diver. Shit. We got Holy Diver by Dio. What's your Dio, man? Ha ha ha. Really like this album. Holy Diver, great song. Caught in the Middle, great song. Rainbow in the Dark is my favorite off this album. I'm gonna put that there. The album cover is really badass. And then we've got the Paul Stanley solo album. I really like this. I mean, there's nothing not to like about it, but Hold On to Me, Touch Me is a great song. This is another one where it's like I can't. There's a couple of songs on here I don't like, actually. Really not into Goodbye. I don't know why. Tonight You Belong to Me is really good. I'm gonna have to say that would be my favorite. I'm gonna put that there. This is the Steve Martin album. Really funny. I liked it. That's all I have to say about it. Yeah, I've really ditched the grading system. And I've got the 2001 A Space Odyssey album. Nothing too special about the vinyl. I like it. Chippy. You've got Cher. I used to find this album cover really creepy. I don't know why. I mean, like, I see why, but haven't listened to this album too much. Can't speak on it. I'm gonna put that there. Okay. This is the best one out of all the solo albums. No One Can Change My Mind. Great album. Best song? Actually, second best, because Ace Frehley's is the best. I'm wrong. No One Can Change My Mind on that. I had to think about that. See You Tonight's a great song. Tunnel of Love, great song. These are all great songs. Really well written. Everything's spot on. I'm gonna have to go with True Confessions as my favorite groovy song. I still have I Want to Be Somebody stuck in my head. Very cool. This is the worst Kiss solo album. I really don't like this. It's just not my album. I really can't listen to this. I have it for collection's sake. Where did I put the Paul one? I want to keep these together. I don't know why they were apart. Then we have the Ace AC Akadaka, Back in Black. Everything about this album is just black. I really like that. Kind of find it funny. Thank you, Spinal Tap. Very cool. Then we have Akadaka's Highway to Hell. Great album. For this one, my favorite song would have to be Back in Black. On here, my favorite song would have to be, crap. Girls Got Rhythm is a great song. I'm gonna have to go with that one. Kiss Rocks Vegas. This is actually really good for Kiss, for like a newer Kiss live album. I believe this came with a DVD. I don't know if I have the DVD, but it did. Oh crap! Why is it doing that? There it goes. Yeah, I don't have the DVD, but it came with a DVD. I believe I got this used, or the DVD is somewhere else. And it's just a live version of this. It was a 2-night event, so they put it on each night on each vinyl. I actually like a lot of the songs on this. There's some that aren't the best, mostly good. My favorite song on this would either their version of Hello Hallelujah. I actually like that song. What else is there? They pulled out a lot of songs they really hadn't played in a while for this one. Another Steve Martin. This album is also really funny. King Tut would have to be my favorite song. Just really funny. I'm basic. And then we've got Kiss Asylum. I actually like this album, but again, there's some songs that I don't like. So you've got my favorite song would either have to be King of the Mountain or Tears Are Falling. If I had to pick one, it would be Tears Are Falling. But that was my hard choice. Then we've got Kiss's Animalized. This is actually a fairly short album. I really like it. But Burn Bitch Burn is a really good song. Lonely is the Hunter is also fucking amazing. I love that song. This album is really good front to back. Nothing too special about this. About the sleeve or the vinyl. Then we've got Kiss's Dynasty. If you couldn't tell, I like this album. Nothing too special about this. My favorite song is either X-Ray Eyes or Charisma. Two great songs. Moi. I have actually not listened to this yet. I'm gonna put that there and just listen to it later maybe. Again, I haven't listened to this one either. If anyone... I haven't listened to that either. I've listened to this once. Can't speak too much on it. Okay, this is an album I should be listening to more. Great album. Great production. Really set up what metal is. I also like how a lot of the songs are connected to each other. Each song just goes into each other. Basically an NIB would have to be my favorite song. Then we've got Hotter by Hell. Hotter than Hell than Kiss. I don't know why I said by. Then I've got Hotter Than Hell by Kiss. That's probably why. Great album. Um, my favorite song would honestly have to be Hotter Than Hell. Great song. Also Parasite's great. I'm gonna have to actually no. Parasite's my favorite song. Yeah, Parasite is my favorite song. This album's straight bangers all the way through. No complaints about this album. And then you've got Iron Maiden's first album, which is also a really good album. I really love this album. It's got a lot of like punk inspiration in it, like British punk, which I like British punk. It's really fast, really good. My favorite song would have to either be Phantom of the Opera or where is it? Yeah, or Charlotte the Harlot. Both great songs. Dun 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 bam. Kiss My Ass. I like this. It's different people covering Kiss songs. The only one I really like out of it is Anthrax's version of She. Here, this I can show because it's on red vinyl. Let me just... I really don't have too many colored vinyls because I'm not a big fan of colored vinyls. But this is on a red vinyl. This album's really good. As much as I don't like a lot of the other songs, I can listen to them and I can enjoy them. It's just I don't like them. I'll have to put this back later. I haven't listened to that album yet. I should. Really should. I haven't listened to that album yet. Ah, no. We've got Pink Floyd's The Wall. My opinion, overrated. This is my dad's copy. Really do think this is an overrated album. But I do like some of the songs on it. Where's the track list? Because I don't know the track list offhand. Okay, yeah, Brick on the Wall Part 2 is my favorite song. Yes. Now we're getting into some of my repeat stuff, like how I have 2 copies of Rock and Roll Over. I'm pretty sure these are both the same exact pressing. I don't know why I got myself the 2. This one has the outer sleeve in not too good shape, and then the inner sleeve's not in too good shape. I think that's why I got the second one. This one's in much better shape. And also, it has these, which I really like. This album's also really disorienting because I can't really figure out like what side to put it in from. That's what she said. Or that's what he said. I don't know. I'm tired. If I ever wanted to listen to Rock and Roll Over back to back and switch out vinyls, I can do that. Then we've got this. I really don't know too much information on this. It's interesting. It's got 1 song on one side, and then side 1, and 2 songs on side 2. I didn't think Heaven's on Fire was that long of a song, but apparently it is. gonna have to put this back later. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Fuck. I'm gonna just replace the thing on there later. And then we've got Kiss Unmasked. Shit. I'll put that there. I really like this album. Straight fingers, straight to back. This is another album where it's like I don't have a favorite song, but because I listen to the song as a whole. I mean, this album as a whole. No favorite songs. I believe this is the first pressing. My dad got that professionally framed. This one is the first pressing. I don't know which one this is. And then I have the single for Charisma, and its B-side is the full version of I Was Made for Loving You. It's a 7-minute track. I don't know too much on what's the difference between the full version and not the album version. I don't know too much about that album. Don't know too much about that album. We've got some Beethoven. Can't go wrong with some Beethoven. You know, me and the homies be listening to Beethoven. Like, you got Beethoven. 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 And you also got some Mozart. You got some Bach. You know, some Beethoven. Some Wagner. Then you've got Twisted Sister, Still Hungry. I'm not gonna speak on that. Really don't know too much about this album. Another Rat. I like this album. This is another album I listen to front to back. Some songs I don't like, but mostly front to back. Dawkins. Another album I really don't listen to. I should. I don't know why I don't, but I should. I'm gonna put that there. We're almost done. Wow. Love Gun. This is a great album. Yeah. Move a little bit quicker so I can get done. My favorite song is... Where is it? I Stole Your Love. I Stole Your Love is my favorite song off this album. I have to find it. Some of these, I'm not the best at like memorizing tracks. This is also really cool. I like how you've got the faces there, and then kind of stuff that like represents them there. And you can spin it. You got a picture, and then stuff that represents them. And again. I really find this album. This is really also a really good album. Immigrant Song. I don't know where. Van Halen. I can't speak too much on that album. Judas Priest, Hellbent for Leather, great album. Favorite song is Hellbent for Leather. I like that. I'm gonna move a little bit quicker. This is a placeholder until I can find a better copy, or like an older copy. I got this at Walmart. If that says anything about the quality of it. Destroyer. I'm sorry, this isn't My Chemical Romance. This is Kiss. This is Destroyer. Favorite album. Oops. Favorite song on the album is King of the Nighttime World, or no, God of Thunder. God of Thunder is my favorite. Another album I can listen to all the way through, and then make my ears bleed when Beth plays. Not a big fan of Beth. All I gotta say to this is temporary. Why am I forgetting? I'm too tired. Temporary Secretary. This is also another great one. I really didn't like how Led Zeppelin took the whole we're not gonna show who we are on the album. Yeah, let's do that. Because there's nothing that identifies this anywhere as Led Zeppelin. And I had to put the album on my record player to find out what album this was, because I kind of forgot. This is a pretty good album. Once the first song played, I kind of realized which album this was. Really like it. We got some Def Leppard. I'm not gonna touch on that either. We got Led Zeppelin's first album. I really think this album's also a banger straight to back. Good Times, Bad Times, great song. Dazed and Confused is my favorite. This is another great really good album. I really think this is Stevie Wonder's best album, actually. Okay. My favorite song is Sir Duke. Great song. I haven't really listened to this album yet. I really haven't listened to this album too much to know either. Funny. I'm tired. This is why I'm going through it quickly. Shit. What the fuck? Okay. We got Peter Criss. Not too big of a fan of this album. It's better than his solo. Bark at the Moon. Good album. Can't go too wrong with Ozzy. Again, Led Zeppelin. Really not a big fan of this album. Again, I don't like how they do the whole making themselves unidentifiable on the album. I really find that irritating. Then I've got the Flash Gordon soundtrack, which was done by Queen. What can be more? Yeah, great album. I actually like it. Please, Synchronicity. This has the single on it, For Every Breath You Take. I forgot what the B-side is. And then the B-side is Murder by Numbers. This is actually a really good album. I don't know the track list offhand to say what my favorite song is. This is one of my favorite live albums ever. This is a really good recording. Got a lot of great songs on it. My favorite live song on here is Wrathchild. Great song. Can't. And then we've got Queen, A Night at the Opera. Great album. Picture of the band. This is a really good album. I forgot if this is the one with I'm in Love with My Car, but this is, yep. I'm in Love with My Car is my favorite song on this album. Just my favorite Queen song in general. Again, with the Led Zeppelin not identifying themselves. Because quirky. Here we go. We've got Anthrax's Among the Living. Great album. Picture of the band, that's really cool. My favorite song would have to be NFL. Great song. Then we've got Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. This album really doesn't have a lot of great songs, but the ones that are good are really good. I also like how the album artwork has like a lot of references to like their other albums. I got this just because of like how 80s it looks. Really have not listened to this. Not 80s, 70s. This is really 70s. Right? Should be. Yep, 1975. This is really 70s. I really thought this was funny. That's the only reason I got it. I have not listened to this. Don't know too much. Again, I have not listened to this. Don't know too much. This is another one I haven't listened to. Another one I haven't listened to. The rest are really stuff I haven't listened to. Thank you for watching. This is a little out of the norm, and if you made it all the way through this video, thank you.